Okay, here is my 1971 Bronco. There was a lot of work done to the motor recently. It's all been rebuilt. It's got new tires and a few other new components. The car is quite original. All the metal here is original. So it's not been chopped up like a lot of the Broncos that you see. Unfortunately, it isn't uncut. They cut it at some point. And there is a lot of records. 2-owner car, very straight body, no sign of accidents, and quite a bit records from the original owner who had it in San Francisco, California. It is a California car all of its life. It does have those original hubcaps, which I like. The winch, I believe it works. Actually, I think my mechanic hotwired it and it works, but I don't know if it's hooked up properly. So enjoy this video. We'll be showing you every inch of the car. And I think this was the first time this car was driven since 2011. They had some engine problem, parked it, and that was it. It was sitting in a barn. The motor came out, got rebuilt, and put back in. There's always more work you could do, of course. You could freshen up the suspension and whatnot. But now it's drivable. Someone could enjoy it the way it is if they want, or take it to the next level and restore it. That's the winch. Most of this is surface. Blue plates. Here are your San Francisco parking stickers, you know, from 05, the old ones. And it's got a few whiskey dents, as you can see. You know what though? The doors open up and close very well on both sides. It's amazing. They're not loose or anything, and they shut. They have a nice sound to them. That's also quite nice about it. Okay, so the interior is all very original. First off, you have all your VIN numbers. You got your VIN number here. Door jambs, everything are in very good shape. No rust. Doors are nice. They close well also. You still have the original headliner, which is amazing. Look for Broncos, you rarely see them with the original headliner. The AC unit's still all there. Of course, we disconnected the AC pump. If you want that to work, you probably got to go through it. We'll be showing you guys underneath here. There's no real rust. You'll just find surface rust because the car is just unmolested, not touched, not painted, not undercoated or anything like that. And the seats, besides the driver's seat, the passenger seat and the back seat are both in pretty good shape. Again, doors are very clean and they shut well. Nice door jambs. Very honest car. Your dash, all your instruments are there. They're not cracked up or anything. AC unit's still in there. Then you got this mat. Again, no actual rust here, just surface stuff that you can clean up, and you probably should clean up actually before it gets any worse. So I don't know how I'd take this off. It's all glued on. But looks like they sprayed it. Underneath it is yellow. They sprayed the primer to protect it. I showed you guys underneath the car, and you guys are welcome to come see it, you know, in person. But this is all glued on, and I really don't want to ruin the carpet. There's a little bit of rust right here, by the way, on the top, and that section there. I think that's the extent of all the rust that I've noticed. And it comes with a lot of parts. I don't know if these are original carpeting. I'm not sure. Distributor, the old carburetor, miscellaneous gadgets. That's the mirror that should have been on there. Besides that, they added those little containers. I don't know if they open. I doubt there's anything in there, but they added them. And that's pretty much it. And again, this is all glued on. You can see the yellow underneath, the original yellow, but it looks like they put some kind of primer or something to help it from, you know, not rusting or anything. Let's fire her up. All right, let's fire her up. The radio does work, I think. There it is. Let's make sure it's off. Odometer reads 62,000. It's got the original air cleaner. AC's here, but we disconnected it. And these are notorious for rusting in these areas. All very solid here. This is the jack. I think there's something in the back that belongs here, if I'm not mistaken. The motor was rebuilt. I have photos of it when the motor was all apart, and I have some of the receipts, I think. We did it here at the shop. go through these floors. We've been driving the car. There's no known leaks. You know, it does pretty well on the highway. I think these bushings are all okay. There was always more stuff you could sort out, of course. I'm not saying it's perfect, but we did the bulk of the work, and there's always more to do, of course. Oil pan looks dry. Front diff looks good. No accidents here. As you can see, no rust in those typical areas right there. The fenders look clean under here. This is the big side, the rocker. No rust. And the floors are solid as can be. They're dirty and original, but you guys could probably see past that. Same with this rocker, very solid. Now it's hard to see if it has the VIN or not. If you guys really care, I'll clean it up. I think you need to turn on your flash to see that. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. You sometimes have to dig around for it. Again, this car has never been undercoated or sprayed black. You can see exactly all the metal. And there's no real rust. All you see here is surface rust. And besides that, I don't see any sign of real corrosion or real rust at all. And by all means, come check it out. Maybe it doesn't show well on camera. So be my guest to come by and check it all out. But this is how the floors look when they've haven't been undercoated or anything, and you can see exactly how the metal looks. There's nothing being hidden here, and again, I don't see any holes whatsoever, any rust. All that you see is surface. You can clean it up, dry ice it, undercoat it if you like, spray it black if that's what you're going for. But right now the car is very unmolested, besides of course these fenders. Some people prefer this over painted floors. That stays up to whoever buys it. Underneath here, you'll see mostly just surface rust. There's no like actual corrosion, as you'll see. You can always come and check it out more, but you can clean it all up, and which I probably should have done actually, and just spray it with something just so it stops it from now. But there's no holes or anything on the floors that I've noticed. Okay, here are the documentations. So I guess originally it came from Texas, and then sometime in the 80s it came into California. You'll see a bill of sale here. They bought it for $3,000 back in the day, and that owner had it. So the guy in Texas was the original owner. Then this guy in San Francisco owned it all these years, and he took it to the shop, R&R Auto. He did a lot of work to it apparently. It's got records and records and records. I don't see there's any point of going through each one of them. You guys can come check them out. They have personal information, so I really don't want to share too in depth. Title's right here. Original owner's manual. That's clean California title. Original owner's manual is right here as well. So all the old registrations from the guy who owned it. Lots of cool documentation.